Hello. Imagine yourself back on Earth after 2,000 years and you haven't aged a bit. What will you do next? Welcome back to Old Films Recap. Today, I'm going to talk about a sci-fi, science fiction movie titled Planet of Apes produced in 1968. Spoilers ahead, enjoy and take care. Humans sent astronauts into the space for research, and according to Taylor, one of the astronauts, when he was recording explained that he left with no regrets, and according to Dr. Hasline's law of time, they already spent 6 months in space, but 6 months on space is up to 2,000 years on Earth. After recording, he went to sleep like his other crewmates Landon, Stewart, and Dodge already did. They awakened from deep hibernation after a near-light speed space voyage. Stewart, the lone female crew member, is dead due to a sleep chamber malfunction. Their spacecraft crashes into a lake on an unknown planet, and the men abandon the sinking vessel. Before bailing out, Taylor reads the ship's chronometer as November 25, 3978, 2006 years after their departure in 1972. But due to time dilation, their age was almost the same as what they were in 1972. The men travel on water and through desolate wasteland, coming across eerie scarecrow-like figures while being spotted by primitive mute humans, although they were happy that the environment has a good air and water. However, after walking for a while, they found a freshwater lake with lush vegetation. They jumped in happily, and while swimming, the men's clothes are stolen and shredded by the same mute humans. They chase them until they are seen eating corn, and they look harmless as Taylor looked into one of the female kind. Landon said they got to the wrong stop, and Taylor replied that he should look at the bright side of it. That in the next 6 months they will be ruling this planet, if that is the best the mute humans got there. Soon after, they heard a notice and armed civilized guerrillas raid a cornfield where the humans are gathering food. As they are trying to run for safety, Taylor is shot in the throat as he and the others are captured. Dodge is killed and Landon rendered unconscious in the chaos. Taylor is taken to Ape City while the civilized chimpanzees takes pictures with the dead humans. In the city, 2 chimpanzees, animal psychologist Zira and surgeon Galen, save Taylor's life and uses another kind of blood transfusion method to pass blood from a female kind into his body, though his throat injury renders him temporarily mute and speechless. He was trying to speak as they are surprised of the type of clothes he wore. Taylor is placed inside a cage while the animal phycologist Zira came to inspect the humans. She got to Taylor's cage and noticed that he is trying to communicate, but he couldn't because of his neck injury. The security guard said he is only pretending that he can talk, while he was still trying to communicate with her. He saw that she should get closer and tries to snatch her note jotter and pen but failed. Then Dr. Zayas entered to confirm the rumor that a human is trying to speak. Zira tried convincing him, but he refused that he is only trying to act like an ape, that humans has no understanding, and he can only be taught a few tricks. After Dr. Zayas left, Taylor is placed with a captive female, whom he later names Nova. He is confused on what to do with her, and they placed him with her. The next day, he observes an advanced society of talking apes with a strict caste system. Gorillas are the military force and laborers. Orangutans oversee government and religion, and intellectual chimpanzees are mostly scientists and doctors. The ape society is a theocracy, while the apes consider the primitive humans as vermin to be hunted and either killed outright, enslaved, or used in scientific experiments. Cornelius, Zira's fiancé, came visiting, and she tried to convince him that he is special. While they were talking, Taylor writes some words on the ground until Dr. Zayas arrived, and he welcomed Cornelius and telling him about the scientific development he is expecting from him. Then we Nova and another man already scattering the written letters that are on the ground, which triggers his anger and causes a scene. He is returned back to his cage with Nova. As Dr. Zayas was returning back to his chamber, he noticed the few words written in the group and he scattered it more. In the cage, Zira went to look at Taylor and he forcefully collected her note and pen as he tries to tell her his name. She was amazed. Then after a while, Taylor convinces Zira and her fiancé Cornelius that he is as intelligent as they are, one way by making a paper airplane. Dr. Zayas, their orangutan superior, arranges for Taylor to be castrated against Zira's protests. Taylor escapes and finds Dodgy's stuffed corpse on display at a museum. He is soon recaptured, revealing in the process he can speak, which alarms the apes. A hearing to determine Taylor's origins is convened. Taylor mentions his 2 comrades, in which one is still alive. Then he was asked to identify them, and he learnt that Landon was lobotomized and rendered catatonic. Believing Taylor is from an unknown human tribe beyond their borders, Zaius privately threatens to castrate and lobotomize Taylor for refusing to reveal his origins. But with help from Zira's nephew Lucius, Zira and Cornelius free Taylor and Nova and take them to the Forbidden Zone, a taboo region outside Ape City where Taylor's ship crashed. Ape law has ruled the area out of bounds for centuries. Cornelius and Zira are intent to gather proof of an earlier non-simian civilization, which Cornelius discovered a year earlier, to be cleared of heresy. Taylor focuses on proving he comes from a different planet. When the group arrives at the cave, Cornelius is intercepted by Zaius and his soldiers. Taylor holds them off by threatening to shoot Zaius, who agrees to enter the cave to disprove their theories. Inside, Cornelius displays remnants of a technologically advanced human society predating simian history. Taylor identifies artifacts such as dentures, eyeglasses, a heart valve, and to the ape's astonishment, a child's talking doll. Zaius admits he has always known about the ancient human civilization. Taylor wants to search for answers, ignoring Zaius' warning he may find an answer he does not like, and that what is now a desert was once a paradise. After Taylor and Nova are allowed to leave, Zaius has the cave sealed off to destroy the evidence while charging Zira, Cornelius, and Lucius with heresy. Taylor and Nova follow the shoreline on horseback and eventually discover the remnants of the Statue of Liberty, revealing that this alien planet is actually Earth long after an apocalyptic nuclear war. Understanding Zaius' earlier warning, Taylor falls to his knees in despair and condemns humanity for destroying the world. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more old videos like this. Have a good day.